the Blue Oyster Cult. I haven't heard anything by the Blue Oyster Cult since I was like a kid when like CD ripping came out, and my dad ripped a CD and he burned a CD. It was like 2000 or something like that. And there was the song Don't Fear the Reaper, and it was on his CD. And because we just had this one burned CD, that CD had Angie, and it had Don't Fear the Reaper. That's all I really remember about it. But the Don't Fear the Reaper version that went on for like 8 minutes. Don't fear the Reaper. And it's just a cowbell for the entire 8 minutes. And it goes da 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 da. Right? Don't fear the Reaper. So that's literally the only Blue Oyster Cult song I know. So, how lovely to receive a request today called Damaged. From the Studio New York City version 1997, someone said, just great rock and roll song from an iconic band. Maybe pull up the lyrics. Not many have heard this song. I think you are going to love it. Not far from Bandmade. Oh, you will love this. Perfection then. Let's look up Blue Oyster Cult lyrics and have them ready. Oh, 1998. How lovely. We're going into the 90s, people. I'm excited. We will listen and we will watch and I will react. Ooh, and I have AirPods. Ooh, it's very stereo. It's a plane. The motorcycle. It's a plane. Not that one. Here we go.
Wish I was a better person with more control. Turn the other cheek when the punch comes roll. Wish I was the kind of person could see the other's pain. Not overreact, never judge, shrug off the spreading stain.
All right.
But I'm a howler monkey, the road's half and half man. I'm rather to stay on the trap, walked up here, made a false plans. I'm damaged, and I like it. It made me what I am. I'm damaged, and I like it. The rest is just a shame. I'm damaged, and I like it. I live for rock and roll. I'm damaged, and I like it. Fills me to the soul. Yeah, I told girlfriend I was gonna change, gonna kick the habit and the taste. Trust me, baby, this time it's real. What's good for me, I've yet to waste. Don't give up, baby, don't turn your back. I ain't no winning lost cause. I'll toss the fight and heal the tracks. As long as you don't mind the blood on my hands, drip down my back. That's right, I'm damaged, and I like it. It made me what I am. I'm damaged, and I like it. The rest is just a shame. I'm damaged, and I like it. I live for rock and roll. I'm damaged, and I like it. It fills me to the soul.
That's a very strong ending. Okay, I like it a lot. I didn't know that they were going to sound that fast because the Don't Fear the Reaper is such a chill out song and it's slow and it's kind of like mysterious. This is like octane, high octane. Don't put an 87 gas in my car. Give me 91. All right. Then there's those special cars that need to take 93. And I'd like to meet a guy with a car like that. By the way, there's this thing called Cars and Coffee on Sunday mornings. And like all those kind of guys with the nice cars, they like bring them there. And you know what? I need to start going. I should like meet somebody with a nice car. You know, that'd be fun. So yeah, I'm going to Cars and Coffee one of these days. I'm gonna be like, hello, tell me about your car. Oh, it's a Porsche. Tell me more. Okay, so this song is very fast car-ish. Now, what I like about the lyrics, I like that, and remember, I'm a very balanced person. If sometimes people are like, you're so sexist, I'm like, no, I'm just, I'm realistic about the difference between men and women. They're very different, okay? I raised a boy and I raised a girl, okay? And from infancy, like as soon as they're like crawling around and playing with toys, the boys are like really into like action and they're like, you know, throwing things and they're like making things are tools and everything is like very like action. And girls are kind of like, oh, let's make a house. And like, if there's a little train, they're like, oh, let's make a little family. And this one talks to this one. And like, yes, not all boys and not all girls, obviously, but I'd say like the majority. It's like a very different, like, it's just different, okay? Women, the little girls are like really interested in like the language and they're really interested in like the social construct of the family and like how people talk to each other and that. And the boys are really interested in like climbing things and throwing things and running around, right? So it's a very different, we're talking about two different people who have different strengths and weaknesses and then coming together in relationships, being completely different and being driven by different things and having different desires, you know? So it's like you're taking these two very different things and then it's like, let's put it together, okay? So often, you know, here where he's like, I told the girlfriend I was going to change, going to kick the habit and the taste. Trust me, baby, this time is real. There's a big part of me I've yet to waste. Don't give up, baby. Don't turn your back. I ain't no wailing lost cause. I'll toss the pipe and heal the tracks as long as you don't mind the blood on my hands dripping down your back. So he's basically like, I'm an addict. I'm a bad guy, but I promise I'm going to change this time. They generally don't change, but I promise I'm going to change this time. But I'll at least be good this time. But you have to deal with all of my baggage from everything bad I did before. It's like, it's pretty good selling. You know, maybe I should really consider that. I mean, oh, I don't want to be an old maid after all, you know. Interesting. But I like that he takes accountability on that. Like he's actually like, I'm effed up. Versus like, I don't have any problems. I'm fine. You know, the fact that he's like acknowledging it, that's like already like really big winning. Very good. You know, there's a chance there. He's acknowledging his weaknesses. Even in the beginning, I wish I was a better person with more control, turn the other cheek. But when the punch comes, roll. Wish I was a kinder person, could see the other's pain. Not overreact, never judge. Shrug off the spreading stain. But I'm a howler monkey, Moro's half and half man. This is very intellectual. Let's reference the howler monkey. Let's reference Moreau. Okay. Half and half man. Okay. A panther with its tail in a trap. A pumped up pyramid of pulsing glands. That's cool, because whoever thinks about a pyramid having glands, nobody's. That's very artsy. Anyway, then we go to the thing, I'm damaged, live for rock and roll, I'm damaged, it thrills me to the soul. Okay, I'm a thrill seeker, high testosterone male, dangerous. But, you know, that's the thing. It's like, at least he acknowledges it, you know? Then they spell out the D-A-M-A-G-E-D. Hey, Mickey, you're so fine, you know? Hey, Mickey. And it's like anytime you spell words out, Oklahoma, O-K-L-A-H-O-M-A, Oklahoma, right? D-A-M-A-G-I-D-M-A-B. Okay. Anyway, I mean, The Warning did that in the song. They have the song Psychotic, and they spell like PSI. They go PSYOTI. I mean, they're inspired by a lot of earlier rock bands, so I actually think it's cute. And then I'm like, oh, cute. But like I'm sure a lot of bands did that at like certain points. It's like just spell out the words. But yeah, I like it. It's like I'm a rocker. I'm effed up, but I'll try to be good. I'll do the best I can. I like that. Now, I like that they have the organ because, like, I don't hear when I was growing up in like the 2000s rock with like Red Hot Chili Pepper and Foo Fighters, they definitely did not have an organ. Okay. There was no organ to be found. So it was very interesting to see like a 1998 rock song that's still implementing that B3 organ sound. I'm like, oh, cool. Because I hear that in all the 70s rock that I react to because I have like a lot of 70s, like my whole channel is basically the 70s, which is great. I mean, best era, right? But then I didn't really hear much organ after that era, right? It wasn't like, because the synths came out, right? Synthesizers came out. So if they're going to have keyboards in a song, it's probably going to be a synthesizer, right? So it's really cool to hear that like organ sound in this. It kind of gives it that classic rock feel, which is why I'm like, oh, it doesn't sound like metal because of the organ and it's not dirty enough. Like the distortion on the guitars isn't dirty enough, but the speed of it reminds me of that. But it doesn't sound like punk rock. Punk rock's really fast because the drum is a little bit, because punk rock is like, like the whole time. And this had like a little bit of a, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, right? Versus like punk's like, this has like the regular rock beat, okay, in the drum. So that's why it's not, well, also for many reasons, it's not punk rock. But see what I mean? It's like a very like, I'd say it's like normal rock. It's just like just the generation. It's just like continuing in, take what the Rolling Stones did in that rock 70s, 80s, and it's just kind of like the same continuation, at least for this song. I thought the Don't Fear the Reaper was very different than this. So it's cool that like, oh, a Blue Oyster Cult song. That's not what I expected. And then of course I've gotten into the more like alty stuff, or I don't even know what to call it, but like Tool. I don't even know what that genre is per se, but I like it. It's a little bit like a little dirtier, right? This has like a cleaner tone on the guitars, and the beat is kind of standard rock beat, and but it's fast and it's good. So I like it. The song makes you think a little bit. The lyrics, it has a nice. It kind of all fits together. I think it's really the balance between the instruments is good, and I like that there's a B3 organ. So I'm a fan. And then I like that the male narrator is like, I'm effed up. But, the part where it's like, well, just accept, I messed up, but don't worry, baby, it's going to be okay. He's probably not going to be okay, but, it's nice that he's at least acknowledging. Seriously, so many people will not even acknowledge their flaws. They will not even see it. They're like, I don't have a problem. I'm totally fine. I don't do anything wrong. I don't have a problem. There's like no culpability. I acknowledge my flaws, by the way, guys. I'm like 100% aware of all my flaws. I'm very self-aware, maybe too self-aware. But yeah, well, that's cool. High octane, Blue Oyster Cult. Love it. What a cool job I have. Well, it's a part-time side hustle because I'm not making enough to quit my job, which is fine. I get to listen to music though, and now I get to mark them off blue. And yeah, sometimes I skip around a bit because I don't want to have I want to have diversity. So like Blue Oyster Cult 1998 was very diverse compared to a bunch of things from the 70s. And then I kind of go back and I go forward, I go back. I kind of stay in the same kind of order-ish. All right, I will see you all soon. Please subscribe if you want to request a reaction. Click here on my link tree. If you want to send a tip, you can send a tip. You can also send them through YouTube. There's that super feature. And if you're a member, you get early access. And yeah, it's exciting. I love you all. I'll see you guys soon. Okay, bye.